I'd like to say she's gone to a better place, but...
No.
I'm just messing with you. Justice takes time. And she's a fair way off that yet. Nope. Not going anywhere fast.
Who are you?
See, this is why you couldn't cut it in that company you're working at, John. No manners. You've got to learn to be good with people. It's all about subtlety. You don't open a conversation with a question begging a black or white answer. Who are you? It's just someone friendly.
Okay, what happened? Where am I?
Neither here nor there. Which is where I understand you've been for a while now. At a crossroads in your life, were you? Finding yourself, perhaps?
What's it to you?
I'm in human resources, sort of. And I hate to see good talent go to waste.
What about her? She done so much.
She's been wasted for years. I understand that's how she liked to spend most of her day.
You're mocking her now, are you? You know, everyone does something. They see her and they just write her off. Something to get everyone from around here.
Oh, cruel world, isn't it? Mind you, there are far worse places you could come from. Indian slums, African refugee camps. Now, if you had to go and live someplace like that, it wouldn't be long before you began to miss what you had. How glorious the past would seem then. A crystalline and perfect memory, and you'd think to yourself, why did I ever seek to escape from paradise? Who has led me to this past? But you see, I think all of that's just a trick. An illusion, spread by the powerful to try and keep the weak contented. A theft of their ambition. I mean, what do you truly have that you should be thankful for, John? A small stack of cash to throw back into the system, for rent, for food, for your next fix. Did you really ask for any of that? Or did necessity just dictate your will? That's not power. I've seen power. And while it lasted, it was magnificent.
I don't want power.
And yet you mourn the dead, which to me suggests that you're either lying to yourself or that you lack imagination.
Can you bring her back?
No. But that's more like it. A bit of ambition. Don't be afraid to want something.
I want you to tell me who you are.
You can call me Meth, which is ironic given your occupation.
Been misinformed.
I don't know what you quite think being arrested is like, John, but this isn't it. I may not be the police, but I know what your life is. I've been listening very closely since the curse.
What curse? I'm cursed.
You cursed, John. I believe your exact words were, fuck this. You know, I've had some fantastic defamations in my time, but that one wasn't the most eloquent.
Is it to you if I swear?
I'm here representing a client, and it wasn't the swearing that attracted his attention. What were you referring to by that phrase? Be specific.
I don't know.
You can't be specific, can you? It's a blank slate, open for development. That's what interested my client so much, because if you weren't cursing one specific thing, what necessarily have you been referring to?
Everything.
Exactly. You really hate it here, don't you, John? This estate, this planet.
You've spoken to say. Look around here and there's little to like everyone knows that.
No, not to your extent. You truly loathe it. Granted, you were a child once, full of hope and wonder at the world, but since you have turned away from all creation, and subsequently you have turned away from your creator, and now, and this is the cool part, you yourself wants to create. You would produce a drug that would make others in your image desperate, with all their joy crushed. Now, I know the blasphemy market well, and your concept, it's very strong.
It's only a shame you can't sell something like that.
Oh, where is that ambition? If everything can be bought, then it must be for sale someplace. See, I really think you can sell something like that for the right price. Let me hash it out for you. You're dying, John. You know that the syringe you were stuck with was loaded for applying the necromancing chemical compound to at least 40 taps. It easily could be a lethal dose. You also know that most healthy people would have a fighting chance of walking it off eventually. But you're not most people, are you, John? See, my client and I, we do our research on any potential partner. We know all about the cracks in the foundation of your operation. You're a junkie, and you have been for years. You've slowly worn down the mind and body that once could have made you such a safe investment. And now, your stock is falling. And at such a crucial time. I don't think you're in any position to negotiate.
I'm dying.
No, I should have made a PowerPoint.
If I'm dying, then what does that make you? God?
You think God would come to you in your time of need? After all the lives you've taken, after everything you've done with the drugs you make. I see your moral diversion is finely tuned. And your pride. It's quite spectacular. I see now why my client thought you were such a promising candidate.
If you're not God, this is it, isn't it? You're from hell.
Where did you say you were from? Which estate? I believe it was on the news recently. I think they found a dead baby in the rubbish heap. And you ask me if I'm from hell. Hell is surely wherever creatures like you were born. You like an experiment, John? That's what this poor girl was to you, wasn't it? My client and I would like to experiment with you.
Was it clinical trials? You know, aren't you right for cash these days?
Yes, but there's a poverty of the heart too, John. See, you're living solely to consume, and you think that makes you so different from everyone else. So separate from true humanity. But that only reveals just how little you've seen of this planet.
But if all humanity wretches me, then I have no hope for it.
You have no hope, but you still have one. No matter how base their desires, everybody wants something. And I know what you want, John. What you need for this venture of yours to continue. And my client can grant it. More than money. We are offering pure, high-grade success, acquired straight from the supplier.
The supplier?
Mother Nature is a whore, just as corruptible as all the rest. We are willing to contractually guarantee success in each enterprise you undertake.
You're saying that I'll be lucky? Always?
Oh, more than lucky. Couple of rungs above your competitors, untouchable until your dying day.
That's the catch, isn't it? Do you kill me?
Oh, you have my guarantee. Nothing can harm you then, except you yourself.
So if I choose to, I wouldn't die, right? Not from the syringe, not from the drugs, not from anything.
I know nothing certain about the future. All markets are unstable.
So, what is it you're planning on to return apart from my swearing?
Do you believe in a soul, John?
No!
Then nothing, my client desires nothing from you.
No one wants something for nothing. Tell the truth, man, I'm dying!
Look, if you can't handle the pressure, then you should never have entered the market. A man with ambition makes decisions. He doesn't wait until his every chance is gone. My proposal is now complete, but it won't be on the table forever.
Am I certain to die?
If you choose to merge our enterprises, we could keep you afloat. Without this deal, you may very well be facing liquidations. I see you're not interested. Thank you for your time, John.
Wait, please, I accept! Please, I accept! When do I sign? I'll do it! Please! chemistry. Where am I?
St. Anthony's Hospital. I'm not sure if you remember, but you were found unconscious in your flat. You'd consumed quite a large amount of some kind of opiate. How are you feeling?
Hazy, weightless, sore.
Was to be expected. It was touch and go for most of the night. There was some blood on your lungs and also on your brain, so we'll be keeping you in under observation for a few days. Is there anyone you'd like us to call for you?
Mercy. Wait, where's Mercy?
If you're referring to Mercy Gleason, I'm afraid she was pronounced dead at the scene. Are you alright? Dr. Faustus, in a condition such as you've been in overnight, it's not unusual for a patient to sustain some kind of brain damage. Some people say they see things when they're out, hallucinations, nightmares, lights at the end of the tunnel, that sort of thing. Can unsettle people. I'm sorry to ask them to wait longer.
Well, who is it?
Dr. Faustus is the police. Mercy's throat was cut.
You think it was me?
John Faustus is not ready for any visitors.
I'm not a visitor. I'm a police officer. Good afternoon, John. I'm Detective Inspector Matthews.
I've got nothing to say to you, because there is nothing you can do to hurt me now. For what it's worth, I didn't kill her.
I never said you did. And I'd like to talk to you before I think about hurting you.
Dear Matthews, did you not hear me? The patient is weak. He's in no condition to answer your questions. Leave now.
Well, with a car parked outside full of stolen medical supplies, I'd say you were in no position to tell me what to do.
What are you talking about? I have nothing in my car.
That can be easily changed.
I've done nothing illegal.
I'm a police officer. I will tell you what is illegal. You are a doctor. Carry on thinking about all the things that can kill a person.